took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilcox. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Take it at the 37. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Back to throw is Carter on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Second half starts with a run by Carter.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Carter rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Black Knights continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st down, Wilcox. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Wilcox. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Steele. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Wilcox. Got his man. It's Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw on 3rd down. Wilcox. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is decided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Let's go.
Now Carter throwing to start the drive. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Carter. His throw incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Carter on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. He finds his man, complete. That's Steele. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Dances by him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Here's Carter on 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carter. He's going to go up top again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No. Complete.
Roger McCreary on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Carter. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The trick play works. He's got the first.
We don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Black Knights will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So here come the Lions now.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game...
Bro, answer the phone.
Remote's clicking off right now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Looking to throw. Carter being chased out left. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Wilcox flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag.
Yes, bro. Yes, it is.
It's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now.
Yes, it is on. What are you talking about?
Pays off with an INT and a return for 6. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. It's going the other way. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Carter. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Black Knights have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a squibber. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Carter straight ahead.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Black Knights extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st and 10, Wilcox. Well, this is caught by Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Wilcox finding Williams once more. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
Throwing on 1st down. Wilcox. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Timmons. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they've had a lot of chances but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Carter. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Back to throw. Carter. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilcox. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Wilcox.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilcox finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilcox over the middle, complete. It's Ward.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Wilcox. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for our visitors, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.